You're in a meeting, presenting an idea you've poured your heart into. Suddenly, your boss interrupts, dismisses your point, and rephrases it as their own brilliant insight. The room nods in agreement, and you feel invisible, your contribution erased. This isn't just a bad day at the office. It's a classic encounter with a narcissistic boss. They thrive on admiration, lack empathy, and often see their team members not as people, but as pawns in their game of self-aggrandizement. The constant criticism, the gaslighting, the taking credit for your work can leave you feeling drained, confused, and questioning your own abilities. It's an emotionally taxing environment that chips away at your confidence day by day. So, how do you survive or even thrive in this situation? The key isn't to fight fire with fire or to shrink into the background. The key is to develop your emotional intelligence, or EQ. Emotional intelligence is your ability to understand and manage your own emotions, and to recognize and influence the emotions of those around you. It's your superpower in a toxic workplace. Think of it as a shield. When your boss throws a verbal grenade, your EQ helps you to not internalize the explosion. Instead of reacting with anger or despair, you can take a step back and see the situation for what it is, a reflection of their insecurity, not your incompetence. Let's break down the first step. This means recognizing your own emotional triggers. When your boss belittles you in front of colleagues, what do you feel? Is it anger, shame, or frustration? Pinpointing the emotion is crucial. Once you name it, you can begin to manage it. Try this technique. When you feel that rush of negative emotion, take a deep breath. A simple, slow inhale and exhale can reset your nervous system, pulling you out of a fight-or-flight response. This small pause gives you the mental space to choose your reaction instead of letting your emotions choose for you. It's the difference between lashing out and responding with calm composure. The next pillar of EQ is management. This is about controlling your impulsive feelings and behaviors. Your narcissistic boss might be trying to provoke a reaction from you. Don't give them the satisfaction. Instead of engaging in a pointless argument, practice a technique called gray rocking. This means you become as uninteresting as a gray rock. You give short, unemotional, and factual responses. For example, if they criticize your work unfairly, you could say, "Thank you for the feedback. I will take that into consideration." No drama, no emotional fuel for them to feed on. This isn't about being a doormat. It's a strategic move to disarm them and protect your own energy. You're refusing to play their game. Now, let's talk about social awareness, which is the ability to understand the emotions and needs of others. Yes, even your narcissistic boss. This doesn't mean you have to condone their behavior, but understanding their motivations can be incredibly empowering. Narcissists are driven by a deep-seated need for validation and admiration. Their world revolves around maintaining a grandiose self-image. Recognizing this helps you depersonalize their attacks. Their criticism is less about your performance and more about their need to feel superior. When you see their behavior through this lens, it loses much of its power to hurt you. It becomes predictable, almost like a pattern you can study. Finally, we have relationship management. This is where you use your understanding of your own emotions and theirs to manage interactions effectively. One powerful tool is setting firm boundaries. This can be difficult, but it's essential for your well-being. Boundaries can be verbal or behavioral. For instance, if your boss constantly emails you after work hours, you can set a boundary by not responding until the next morning. If they take credit for your idea in a meeting, you can calmly follow up with an email to the team, saying, "Building on the point I raised earlier about X, I've attached some further data for consideration." This subtly reclaims your contribution without direct confrontation. It's about teaching others how you expect to be treated. Developing your emotional intelligence is a journey, not a destination. It requires practice and patience. Start by observing your reactions. Keep a journal to track your feelings and triggers. Practice deep breathing. Plan your grey rock responses. And most importantly, remember your worth. A narcissistic boss can make you doubt yourself, but their behavior is a reflection of their own issues, not your value. By building your EQ, you're not just learning to handle a difficult boss, you're investing in a skill that will benefit you in every area of your life. You are building resilience, protecting your mental health, and taking back control of your professional narrative. You are creating an internal fortress that no toxic leader can breach.